Hi there, Dylan from Real ID here. One of the most common cases to use ID verification for your Shopify store is to help verify high risk or medium risk orders. These orders have a higher degree of chargeback risk according to Shopify, but there also are mistakes by Shopify where they falsely flag someone and you might lose the sale if you just blindly cancel all of these orders. ID verification helps by making sure that the customer's real-life driver's license, passport, or other form of ID matches against crucial details on the order, such as the billing address or shipping address. That way, you have powerful evidence if the customer does file a chargeback, but from our experience, it's a strong deterrent by itself to prevent chargebacks. So by default, Real ID does not automatically prompt ID verification from your customers. You could send ID checks manually if you choose, but here we're going to show you how to set this up automatically. So we'll go ahead and head over to the settings area. And here you can see that there's an automated ID check section. We're going to go ahead and click enable automated ID checks. Then we're given the option of when to prompt for verification. We'll choose after checkout just because it's not possible for Shopify to calculate the risk until after the order's been placed. So we'll click that, and then below we can see that there's a series of triggers we can choose between. So we only want to require ID verification on the risk level of orders. So that way only medium or high risk orders will trigger verification. If you only want high risk, you can go ahead and click the checkbox next to medium risk, and that will disable ID checks going to medium risk orders. So let's say we're happy with this. We can go ahead up to the very top here and click save to make these changes happen. Now, if you're on classic checkout, there's no more work, you're done. Real ID will automatically only require ID verification for these high risk orders and display the ID check in the order status page for you. If you're using the new checkout extensibility, which will become the default in December 2024, we also support that as well. You'll need to head on over to your online store's theme and then add the ID verification block to your thank you page and your order status page. And that's it. Then that way Real ID will only display an ID check for these high risk orders in that page. But Real ID also sends these ID check links by email and text message as well. So that way you're covering 3 different channels to make sure the customer is aware that these ID checks are required for their orders. Another common question we have is, does this hold fulfillment? No. By default, Real ID will not affect the order status, do refunds, or even hold fulfillments. What you can do is use Shopify Flow, which is a powerful tool to go ahead and do this for you. So we have a few free templates on our blog that I can link to in the description below, but one of the templates is to hold all fulfillment for all high-risk orders. And that way you have really granular control to make sure that orders are not being sent if the risk on the order is high or medium. So here I have a very complicated flow that sends an ID check through Flow instead, but it also will hold the order. But this is a whole different tutorial where we can go into more advanced things like automatically capturing payment on low risk orders and automatically releasing holds after verification if you so choose. That's a different story. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, please contact us at support@getverdict.com. Thanks.